Welcome back, everyone. Charmisse Owens grew up in a single-parent household with her mom and twin sister. In 2004, she started at Clark Atlanta University and 4 years later became a first-generation college graduate. She got her master's degree from Augusta University in 2011 and now works hard to motivate and encourage young people as they navigate the world of higher education. Charmisse has written a couple of books, and she's here to talk about things I wish someone had told me before I started college, and this very cool college-bound binder. But Charmisse, I'm going to let you tell us all about that. First of all, thanks for your time today.
Thank you for having me.
I think it's exciting to have local authors here on the show. And tell me how you decided, you know, you wanted to help address things you wish people had told you. It makes me think about when I was pregnant with my babies.
Right.
You know, what you need to know. What is that book called now?
What is it
What
called?
to expect when you're expecting. See, it's been so long I don't even remember the name of the book. What to expect when you're expecting.
Yeah.
So this is like what college students need to expect.
Exactly. When I was in graduate school at Augusta University, I did my practicum. And at that point, I was at Glen Hills Middle. And it was so funny because I'm looking at kids that remind me of the kids that I grew up with in South Central. And it was kind of like a love letter to them. It was a labor of love. I was like, what would I tell them? You know, for those kids that don't have an older sibling or a parent like I did that did not attend college. So if you don't have that in your household, a lot of times it can be hard to figure out where to start. Or it can be hard to figure out exactly what you need to do. So through my college, undergrad and graduate experiences, I just kind of put things that I wish someone had told me. And then I also enlisted all of my friends to give inspirational quotes. And then I also put frequently asked questions, just a wealth of information. Some of these things I did and some of these things I didn't do, but it's all around my experiences in undergrad and graduate school.
Well, you know, just your experience getting to college was remarkable in itself because Charmisse grew up in Los Angeles. You heard her reference South Central? Okay. She grew up in California.
Yeah.
But then you made a cross-continent move to go to a historically black college.
It was my choice. Like, I know I could have stayed in Los Angeles, but I'm a twin and I'm the youngest. So I wanted to go and practice my independence and go as far as I could. So 3,000 miles.
You were 18.
Well, 17 on my first day of college.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, that takes a lot of confidence and bravery to do that.
And faith. Because I didn't know how it was going to pan out, but I did it. The first 2 years, especially because I didn't have a point of reference, it was kind of murky water. I had to figure it out. I was mimicking people and asking other students, you know, how to do different things. Because, again, being a first-generation college student, you don't necessarily know how to navigate. So when it came to best practices in the classroom or what I should be doing, you know, a lot of kids come into school with a career fast track or what they want to do in mind. I didn't have that. My mom could help me to an extent. She helped me get there, but once I got there, I was on my own. So I really had to figure it out.
I'm very impressed by you because you make it sound like that's not a big deal. I have kids a little bit older than you, and I'm thinking, wow, that is a big deal.
Yeah.
To be so independent. And you're very articulate. You must have really thought long and hard about this whole process. I mean,
5
you
years.
realized what you did may have come naturally to you, but other people needed more guidance.
Yeah, I just wanted, my experience was hard because, you know, it was my first time. I definitely fumbled a lot, but I didn't fall. I may have bent a little bit, but I didn't break. So for me, it was just like, I wanted to put everything that I would have done or everything that I learned, little tidbits, little tricks. Like one tip that I talked about in my book is as soon as you finish class, go to your room, do your homework. And then if you know your teacher or your professor's office hours, make sure you go to that teacher's office hours or you call them so that you can put a face with the name. That makes all the difference in a college setting. That instructor needs to know your name. They need to know that you're concerned about your work. So once I learned, like every little tidbit that I learned, I make sure to put that in there because that makes all the difference.
I want to see if we can get a tight shot of your book right here.
Okay.
You're very particular about that, being very deliberate about taking those notes and knowing this is information I should share.
Yeah.
This is a really good, I think of one thing that I shared with my kids a lot. I would always take my notes in class and then I would go home and go home, go to my dorm, and then do them again into,
or highlight them.
I would do them again in different colored markers. Because that helped me remember. I could categorize my information in different colors, and that helped me. But I didn't think about, wow, being so deliberate about taking a lot of notes. That's really neat that you did that. Now, the other thing that you need to tell us about is the College Bound binder.
Yes. This was, I published Things I Wish Someone Had Told Me in 2016, and then I began doing speaking engagements, different programs, different schools, and things of that nature, and the kids asked you a ton of questions.
Yes.
So I started putting together my College Bound binder so that I could ensure that I was walking everyone through all the steps. Picking a major, I feel like, comes first. Then you pick a college. What do you want in a college? I drive in talking especially about scholarships and financial aid, because that's something that I didn't do well when I was in school, but those financial pieces make all the difference. And applying for scholarships can be the difference of, $1,000 to $10,000 to getting a full ride. You never know. There's so many scholarships that students can apply for, and I made sure to put that information in my College Bound binder.
If you have kids in high school, if you have kids who are in college, they need to get this. This College Bound binder, that is tremendous that you have gathered the information that way. You can pick up copies of Charmisse's book here in Augusta at Barnes & Noble, and you can also get them on Amazon.
Yes, and I also have my website too.
And on your website, which is Charmisse Owens?
CharmisseOwens.com.
It's important to know that the books are available like this in a hard copy, or you can get them digitally.
Yes, ebook or iBook.
Ebook or iBook.
And this is a downloadable, so you would purchase it on my site, and automatically you'll receive the PDF.
It's fantastic. Charmisse Owens, you're a wealth of information, and you are just going to soar.
Thank you so much.
I'm proud to know you. Thank you for being here. Up next on